Hello and welcome back to a very special episode of the Coach's Hour podcast. You're here with myself, Hym, and as always, my co-host, Jewade Graham. So a year ago, myself and Jewade, we sat down and started the Coach's Hour with no idea if anyone would actually listen to us. So today we've hit, I think around the 50 episode mark, just depending on when this gets posted. But just looking back on a year of conversations, the guests who have come on kindly to the show, the episodes that got the most listen, and what we've learned about doing this properly. So if you've been here since episode 1, thank you. If you found us last month, you're about to get the highlight reel of how we actually got here. But before we get into it, if the Coach's Hour has given you anything this past year, a better cue, a better way to talk to your client, a laugh on your commute, something to think about whilst you're taking a deuce, go on and leave us a review. 1 year in is the best birthday present that you can give us for the show. And with that out of the way, let's get into it.
Hang on. I want an extra birthday present.
What's that?
It's our birthday.
Beats.
No birthday beats. No, share it with another PT. If you watch us and you get consistent value, just share it with someone else, a colleague, a friend, someone else within the industry that you think would benefit from hearing from us. That's the only way we grow.
Phone a friend, guys.
Phone a friend, give it a friend. Let someone know. Let the people know.
Cool. I was thinking of let's cycle before we do our own awards. I think let's cycle back to like why we started this and whether we feel like it's gone the right way. Like, what are your thoughts, man? Why did you start this? Yeah, sure.
Well, originally, so this is
This is origins.
Yeah, call it fate, because I remember when you first did you DM me? Yeah, you must have DM me. You must DM me like, do you want to get a podcast back up and running? And we both had individual podcasts previously, and I was like, yeah, cool, like let's do it. And I think for me, which I haven't been on, like completely honest, like I've not been on it. Like I love the in person because I like being in person. It's a day out, and also for the clips.
Day out.
Yeah, it's like it's a conversation. It's a day out. It's a conversation. It's for the clips, and I haven't clipped it up as much as I wanted to. But that's year 2. But I think it's easier speaking to someone rather than speaking to just the camera with your own thoughts. Like to go back and forth with someone makes it a lot easier. And when you first reached out, I was like, oh yeah. And you was like, I almost reached out a year ago, but you started doing your own podcast. And I was like, what on earth? You've watched me struggle for a year by myself, just like talking shit to myself, not even with a camera, just on fucking audio in the bedroom. And you didn't just say, I want to do a podcast too. So I was like, yeah, 100%. And like the lesson from that is if you want to do something, just fucking don't wait, just ask. Because you never know. Like in my head, I was like, I'll do it by myself because no one wants to do it with me. And then for you, you're probably thinking, he's just started one. You probably don't want to do it with no one else. And that was like where the wires were potentially crossed.
This could have been year 2.
This could have been, that's what I mean. This could have been second anniversary. So yeah, that was like my little.
I came in with the thing. I was like,
slid in my DMs, didn't
he? I looked at your podcast and I was like, this guy ain't posted for a while. let me see if I can.
This guy ain't posted a picture for a while. Has he broken up with himself?
Yeah. The funny thing is that we didn't really speak to each other that much. Obviously, I think the first time we met was the podcast, right?
No, I met you at a show. I saw you at a show.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, that's right.
Was it at rugby?
Yeah,
I think?
rugby, UKDFA. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
that was funny. I didn't expect to see you. I was like,
yeah,
what?
Like, literally, that's what I mean. Just cross paths, and then that after that was the message from you reaching out.
Yeah, because I was like, because we weren't like never really spoken that much. Obviously, see each other in terms of like doing the calls on Integra, right? But yeah, you're Birmingham, I'm more London, so.
So what made you feel like this might work? Because again, like I'm not gonna. What made you think this might work?
I think the same niche. So we both at the time we were working with trainers. And we both have similar goals, right? And things that we want, like the same reasons why we want to do long form content. It's obviously to help us as well, to produce more short form content, to have more ideas. And I think the consistency, obviously for us, we both do it for a job. So there's always going to be that consistency of doing it. And I think that's the main thing, right? That's why I knew like this is going to work, because we both have accountability to work.
Yeah, I don't think we've missed a week, have we?
No.
And even
actually maybe 1 week because I was in Greece and I couldn't post.
Oh no, yeah, but I think we might have posted on a Sunday.
Maybe.
Imagine I had a message from that as well. There's one guy
Yeah,
messaged
he messaged me as well.
and he
Because
was
I think
like,
you
"Where's the-"
forwarded it to me, right?
I said,
It's him.
I says, message him. He does all the logistics. I said, I ain't got. He's like, "Where's the podcast?" I was like, "I ain't got a clue, mate. You have to message him." And he must have messaged you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
I was like, oh shit, someone's watching.
yeah, that's what I mean. We've been consistent with it, and I think, like, at the time we're recording now, we've missed a month last month of recording, but we've had enough to tide us over, and we've got one online episode, which is our first online episode as well, which I've ever done, which it was good, but I always prefer the in-person. Even if we're having guests on, I would love, obviously we probably will have to accommodate more people online if we're going to speak to guests. But yeah, like
we had to get Simon on though.
Yeah,
and
OG.
It was, I mean, that's kind of how also it worked out, because Simon's always like, yeah, you got to do some long form, do a podcast, whatever. Yeah. And then you were working with Simon at the time.
It's interesting.
As well, right?
We've had a couple of the same mentors, because Simon, Dan. Yeah, like we've been working with the same people, like
Michael as well.
Yeah, like it's, and that's what I mean. Like it's quite weird, like how we're in each other's orbits, and it was like, oh yeah, actually it might work. And then obviously
makes sense.
Two of the three demographics: Chinese guy, black guy. We've got some different minorities. You know what I mean? Like it makes a good fit.
Yeah. Do you know what? Initially, I didn't expect you to say you want. I was thinking, okay, this might be. It's good because you're in Birmingham. We can do an online thing, right? And then you were like, actually, let's do it in person. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And I didn't expect it to be in person when I first reached out. Actually.
Yeah. Nah, like I like the in person, man. Like it's, and I think like a lot of people are like, we're not the first podcasters by any means, but a lot of people do the online, and it is great. But there's nothing like having high quality setup. I like
being able to bring guests on and seeing guests, because sometimes I think the people that we want to bring on as well, they may not necessarily be people that we speak to all the time. Yeah. But it's really nice to have that, to be able to network and see. Like, I never really spoke to Ant in person for that long. Like, I've seen him here and there in terms of Integra, like cross paths that way. But like to sit down and actually chat, that was like really
even
cool.
It was the first time I met him in person.
The first time you met Paul,
yeah. And he said to me, he's like, when he shook my hand, he was like, "Oh, good to see you again." And I was like, "No, we've not." But it feels like we have, and like, because like I think that's one of the good things about social media. Like we all hear loads of negatives, but it does bring people together, and you do feel like you know someone. And I hadn't actually I've seen him on Integra calls, and that would have been the only place. And I've like spoke to him in the DMs quite a bit as well. Yeah. But like I'd never actually met him, and like that was the first time. And he was like, he's genuinely a cool guy, man. So like.
He was definitely a lot taller in person.
Yeah, that's what he is. Like, I feel short. I'll have to wear platform. Next guest, I'm wearing platforms. I'm
the shortest guy here. Jesus.
So yeah, that was cool.
But that's our origins. So let's go into our awards. This is our one personal ones. We're giving it to ourselves anyway.
Pat on the back.
Yeah.
Pats on the back.
Subscribers wise, currently we have on YouTube, we've got 24. So if you haven't subscribed and watching YouTube, right,
do you know what? That's decent, you know, because we don't really promote it that much. And I've only got 100 and something myself, but I've been hammering. So like that's me actively. Yeah. So I'll let you finish.
I think podcasts will get a bit less as well.
Yeah,
because people are really listening on Spotify or whatever. Yeah, right? Yeah. So yeah, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, we've got 370.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, there may be some people doing a bit of both. Yeah. But that's a total of 394 subscribers. That's really cool, man. So that's really cool. From zero, just shows you consistency and all that.
If genuinely, that surprised me. I didn't like, so you can, the podcast happens because of this guy here. Like, I'm going to pause it and just give him some props, because he asked me whether he wanted to come on a podcast. I said yes. He does a lot. 99% of the legwork, all the editing he sorts out, the uploads he sorts out, booking a studio. So just want to take a pause, probably put this at the front if you can, and say like, genuinely, like, thank you, because you provide the platform for us to grow and do what we do, because I did not know that stat at all. Like I've got the logins somewhere, but him is in charge of this whole operation. So
I mean, I don't look at the stats. I don't look at the stats either. I just make sure we get an edit in time. Make sure that we know, okay, when we've got enough episodes. Yeah, so that's just the organisation.
So like I should have done that from the beginning, to be fair. So I'm halfway through. I'm going to give you props, because like you do carry this podcast. I'm not going to lie.
It's all good.
Cool. So we've
My
got
back's breaking, man.
yeah, we've got 400 subscribers. Let's make him a happy guy and give him 200 more, man. Let's do that.
So views and listens, YouTube total for the year, we have 1,589 views, which is not bad considering we only got 50, not even 50 episodes just yet. So we will be in that. We're in the region of 40 we did. So 40, that's not bad. Spotify, we've got 1,762. That's Spotify and Apple. So that's a total of 3,351 views and listens.
Do you know what?
That's not bad, man.
You put it
for 40.
Yeah, like, because this is an interesting thing, and it probably will start to answer one of your questions you might ask, but it feels right to pull it now. Like, it feels like when you said 24 subscribers, it's like, oh, that's not many. When you said 300, it's like, oh, that's not many. But then when you actually quantify 3,000 views, that's like, we couldn't fit 3,000 people anywhere near this building. We probably couldn't even fit 300 people in this building.
Couldn't even fit 24 in this room.
Yeah, so like, it sounds like, and I think this is where, again, we spoke about the benefits of social media. The downside is like, we can lose track of concept of
Everyone
reality.
becomes a number, right?
Everyone becomes a number, and it's like, oh, I've got X amount of followers. Like, and it's like, well, actually, if only 20 people listen to you speak, if only one person listens to you speak, just fucking be happy with that, man. So like, to have over 1,000.
I mean, COVID rules groups of 5, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
that's it.
Literally, like, so yeah, this is a surprising in a good way, to be fair.
Yeah. And then, and I think everyone always says like the initial 100 or whatever, 1,000 is harder. And then once you've built up momentum, it's like, boom, it starts to grow a bit more. So hopefully that's the case as well. And then the most watched episodes, Spotify, Jewade, you take the lead.
Yes!
So you got the most views on your podcast. I was a bit disappointed. I was like,
people, thank you.
What's going on?
Thank you.
And then a close second was the episode where we were talking about the client mistakes that haunt us.
Ah, that's interesting.
That one. And then YouTube wise, the most viewed was weirdly the gym rent model one.
Ah.
That was like, it blitzed it. So I think it was like over like 100, almost 200 views on that. And then the second one was Instagram debates.
Ooh. See, and this is why, again, I'm going to start pointing out some lessons, because why the hell don't we listen to analytics and be like, let's do more of this kind of content? The people telling us what they want to hear, and we're just like, oh yeah, let's talk about
let's talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah, fuck you all. It's only 300 you anyway. Give us 500.
But this is why you got to leave comments, and you got to give us some reviews so then we know what you like.
That's true.
And then we can start to post stuff.
Yeah, that's
based on
very
those,
true.
right?
Yeah.
So obviously we don't look at the analytics.
Just turn up. We're just vibes.
That's it. So what are your favorite episodes that you've done?
So I liked both of our individual ones, like, when we like kind of interview each other. Yeah, because for me, like, it wasn't, even though it was content, it wasn't content. As like we've just mentioned, like, I didn't really know you before the podcast. So it was like, I actually know a little bit more about you now. And like, there was loads of stuff that I didn't even realize, like, you're a fucking industry veteran. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, like, you've actually done some shit, and you've worked with some people, you've worked alongside some people, like, you've done loads. So like, for me, that was like, I enjoyed sitting there, like, just as probably everyone else did, like, just getting to know the person. We have
even more conversation at the end of it as well.
Yeah,
the stuff that don't get seen.
The BTS. That's what I'm saying. Give us some love, and we might. No, we never share that. That's in the vote. But yeah, like, that was one of my episodes, and I think I really enjoyed as well. Like, I say Ants episodes because like having the first guest was the milestone as well. And like,
do you know what I really like? I actually like the between time. So so when we record these, we record in a batch, and then we pause after every episode. And with Ant, we actually pause, and I think we must have paused for like half an hour, maybe even close to 45 minutes, and we were just chatting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we should post that as just a podcast, but we name a lot of names.
I'm gonna say, if there's a way we can bleep some of the stuff out.
Maybe,
yeah, like as a little bit of a BTS release. We'll have a think if you've got time, or give.
Maybe we should put a Patreon up, and then
subscribe.
If you want it, you can subscribe and give it
just one video. That's it.
Yeah.
So like, that was probably like one of my. What about yourself? Like, what have you got any favorites?
I think one of the popular ones where the client mistakes that haunt us. Like, I do really like that one. Because it was just like, it was very on topic about just memories and I think difficult clients, and it just gave me a little bit more context to be like, do you know what? I'm not the only one that has difficult. Like you've obviously got difficult clients, and we always talk about difficult clients, right? And everyone has them, but to really get an idea, like, oh shit, man, you fucked up as well. It's kind of like it's quite funny at the same time, man.
Like for me as well, that's the concept of this whole podcast. Like, obviously we want to give you value and education, but we ain't special. Like we've just been doing it a little bit longer. We've invested in our education, and we've made the same mistakes that everyone else is making.
Just made them earlier.
Yeah, and it's like, this is hopefully your lesson to just learn from us, and so you don't do the same mistakes, or if you do, it's not as bad as it was for us, kind of thing. So like, yeah, like it doesn't have to be like, oh, this is the science behind the Krebs cycle. It's like, fucking hell, this client just didn't check in for 3 weeks, and I lost it with her. I lost a client, kind of thing.
Yeah. And shout out to all the guests as well. So we had Ant on, we've had Paul, and the other day we had Simon. So we only had 3 guests so far this year. And that's definitely something that we want to do more of, right? For this second year, I think. So if you guys want to hear from other guests and you have recommendations, please tell us. Let us know who you'd like to have as a guest, and we'll do our best to try to get them on. What do you make of those kind of 3 episodes that we did, 3 recording sessions that we did with those guys? Did you enjoy all of them?
Yeah, I did.
No, I didn't like talking to Paul.
Nah, I did. As you said, like, I like because I think everything's online now, especially being predominantly an online coach. I think it's good to actually get in front of people, and the in-betweens is just as valuable. Because like for me, even though it seems like I'm the same level as like these people in the industry, I still look up to them as well. So like, and I've worked with him, alongside him for so many years. I still look up to him. Like, he still mentors me to this day, kind of thing. Paul, I followed him for a long time. He knows his shit. And some people are like, oh yeah, you like similar levels. And I still look up to him. So I'm like,
same.
To be sitting down in a room with people that I look up to and having a conversation on a level, like, to me, sometimes I still like kind of pinch myself. Like, I do have like a little bit of a following on social media now, but forget all that. Like, I just love connecting with people. And
we're still fans at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, having like, and this is why I want the in-person podcast, because those podcasts wouldn't have been the same as just like, it would have been Simon's across the pond 100%. If he was in the UK, he would have sat down here with us today or whenever it would be recorded, and it would have been a lot better.
I've not seen Simon in person.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it wasn't great as it was, but it would have been a lot better.
Have you seen Simon in person? Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
So this is what I mean. It would have been a lot better just to sit down and have a conversation. So like, for me, that is one of the benefits of like, with the 3 episodes, it was, yes, the episodes were great, but it's the in-between time and the meeting people that you've kind of like looked up to or spoken to for a number of years.
Definitely.
And in person.
Yeah. I think what's really stood out as well with those is, especially with, obviously Simon's different. He was not a coach, right? But from Paul and Ant, who we look up to, right? I think it's quite cool to see that there's actually more similarities than differences. That's one thing that I picked up, is that actually like these guys, what they're talking through is like, yeah, these are all similar kind of things that we've been through, you know, and I think that's quite cool. So as much as you guys see that maybe within the content that we post, it's the same for us with, you know, the guests as well, which is quite cool. Is there anything that you feel like you've learned from podcasting?
Loads. I don't even know where to start with that. Have you got anything that comes to mind?
I think for me it's definitely the organization for it. I've had to be like super like on top of it, just to kind of be like, okay, how do we plan it? All the behind the scenes. I didn't realize, like, I did it a little bit with the other podcast, but it's like realizing like how much kind of time that we actually put in behind the scenes as well. Like we do the meeting to then plan, you know, this week ahead to say, okay, look, this is the day we're going to record. This is what we're going to try to get through. Some days it doesn't go to plan. We only record like 4, and they were like, crap,
for 6 or 7.
Yeah, and they were like, shit, we're going to get in.
I'm broke as well, so it's like, yo, I've got to get money there. Yeah, it's mad.
So yeah, the organization to make it like worth the money as well, because yes, we booked this place, and we're not getting any monetization from the podcast.
Well, we've got some followers now. So
that's it.
What's the Spotify monetization scheme?
I don't think there is, because we don't have that available in the UK. But YouTube we can monetize.
Oh, that's 1,000.
So
That's 1,000 subscribers.
yeah, so get on subscribing. So we'll have to, we can make this maybe better. But yeah, the organization I think is been a big thing. But I mean, could it be better? Absolutely. But we're not full-time podcasters. We're doing this as a side hustle, kind of thing, or even to add to our original hustle as such. And I think I used to write, like I like to write loads of notes, right, when I do it, but I definitely, as the weeks have gone by and we did more, there's been less and less notes because I feel like we don't follow it anyway, really. There's some structure to it, but I definitely don't look at the notes as much as I do.
And that's why a lot of times, like, I'll take your lead, like you say one sentence, and like if I had to think of questions, and I've learned. So this is what I've learned from the podcast is I've learned to understand myself because I'm lastminute.com. Like for my whole life, like if I have 6 weeks to prepare for something, week 5, day 6, that's what I'm doing it. If I have 6 years to prepare something, year 5, week 51, that's when I'm preparing for it. I'm lastminute.com. So like in terms of the podcast, and I'm very, because of my short form as well, I'm okay thinking on my feet. So like, it's long form, it's similar, but just have to expand on my points a little bit more, which gives me more context, which is what I want. And like I prepare because like I've sat down this morning, not last night. I meant to do, that's what I mean. I plan to do it from in the week. Because you asked me in the week, what are your topics? And I was like, I'll think of something. And you messaged me yesterday and I was like, this, and this. And he was like, one of those is actually quite good. Like in my head, because I've got 3 or 4 days to think about it, I'll think about it in 3 or 4 days. And he messaged me like, it's tomorrow. What are we talking about? And I was like, how about this, and this? And he was like, okay, one of those is all right. Or maybe 2 of those is all right. But that's how I operate. And for me, like, I don't like, because you've got the iPad. To be fair, I haven't got an iPad. If I did, I'd probably have it looking all smart.
And that's why you need to give us some monetization.
Start the iPad phone.
You can have an iPad.
I've got my iPhone there somewhere, but it doesn't look good on camera. Phones in session, phones on camera, it's a no-no. But like with like this, it's like, for me, it's very informal. And like, I don't worry about like I swear if I fuck up or if I say one thing, like that's not completely politically correct, I don't give a shit because it's our podcast. Like, no, we don't answer to no one kind of thing.
That's it. But yeah, it's been cool, man. Like for sure, I definitely feel like I said, we didn't really know each other that well from before, but it's almost like, hey, we've got a colleague friend now. That see.
So what would you say, like, and this is going to be on the spot because I haven't thought about this myself. This is again flying by the seat of my pants here. What are your goals for like the next year?
Definitely more guests.
I'd
love to have that. We need to be super organized to have that though. So we'll see. Maybe more traveling from our side.
Yeah, I think, get them. And this is what I mean. Like, genuinely, like when we do say like, subscribe, like that's our only way of measuring how you guys receive this content. Because if we're getting no likes, we're getting no listens or whatever else,
you get depressed.
It's a big cost for us. And like 100%, we will both do it. We speak about how much we invest into ourselves, and you liking, subscribing, sharing, letting us know with messages on Instagram or wherever you find it, on YouTube or on Spotify. That's your way of telling us like, just keep going. Because if you tell us to keep going, we will keep going. And if that means we have to travel to wherever it is to get a guest on, we will do that, knowing it's going to have an impact for you guys. So when we say that, like, a lot of people say it for vanity, like, we do want the subscribers, of course we do, but it's more so because
it's like our measure of success.
Yeah, like on Instagram you can DM someone with a great episode, and you can still do that if you want to, but like on Spotify, unless you subscribe to the channel, yes, we have got like quite a few listens, but it doesn't tell us that we're growing. So like, we're asking you to do that so we can continue to do what we want to do for you guys, man. So
now when we miss an episode, I always think of the guy who messaged me, said, where's the episode?
That's what I mean, like, genuinely, because like,
for him.
So that's why we do what we do. And again, like, for traveling for guests, I would 100% be more up for that if I know that people are actually going to listen to it. Like, it's not just for us.
Yeah. I think another big milestone, we should be able to do it for next year. It's going to be 100 episodes. Because if we're around about 50 now, we should be able to get to 100 next year.
That'll be
like bad.
That'll be sick, you know. Because you know what I always think as well. Like, I don't know. I've got no expectations of, like, I didn't have any expectations to begin with. I was just like, when you messaged me, I was like, I don't really say
Let's
no
wing
to
it.
shit. Literally, I was just like, yo, that would be cool. Let's just try it. And then when I was like, let's do it in person, you was like, have you used this place before?
I haven't, no.
No,
I
we
haven't.
started in the other one, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we started in the
You
other
used that
one.
one before, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you used that one before. So I was like, oh, it'd be great in person. And he's like, oh, I've got a studio. Cool. Like, if that would have been the only episode, I'd have just chalked up to a great experience. Like, I didn't have any expectations, and I still don't. But like, I look at, like, there's some football podcasts that I follow. Do you follow many football podcasts? Like, there's one called Filthy Fellas.
Oh, I haven't done that.
So it's like black folk. Filthy Fellas. They started like 2016 or something daft. They've been going 10 years. And they started like it was like a WhatsApp group chat it started as. Then it was like a podcast, and over COVID, it was just like everyone at home. And now they're in like a studio, and they've just gone on to the World Cup. They've been sponsored by someone
No
to go off to
way.
the World Cup.
Sick.
And when they started, they didn't say, I'm going to, in 10 years, go to the World Cup. They were just like, yo, we all like football. We're in a group chat. Let's just start talking on a podcast. 10 years later, they've been consistent enough to get the opportunity to do that in America, or to do stuff out, open up. So for me, I don't have any expectations, but like in my head, I'm just like, it'd be cool if 5 years down the line we're still doing this.
Yeah. We get a live podcast going.
Like,
That'd be
genuinely,
mad.
like if we did this for 5 years, 100% there will be so many opportunities that we don't expect and don't ask for that will come from it. And that'll be down to you, obviously, us doing the work, but like, I don't even know, like the world technology is scary, but it's also crazy in how it can connect people. So like, I think longevity wise, like next year will be great, but then if we can just continue doing it again with no expectations.
I'd love to do a live podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be wicked.
But I'd love to that's what I mean, like fill a room.
Yeah.
But like, we're not going to do a live podcast now because we've got fucking 24 followers on YouTube. Like, we're not going to fill a room with 24
We'll get
people.
a tiny room in it.
Yeah, we'll fill
I'll
this
come
room.
in under the stairs.
Imagine this live podcast, yeah.
That'd
So
be
like,
sick.
yeah. So like, that would be quite cool. Like the rest of, not as the rest of football done a live podcast. Have they?
Nah, but stick to football, have.
Yeah. So that'd be quite cool.
That's quite cool.
Because literally, I'd want to put on an event. I would love to put on a coach out, like a bit like, Bicycle Band to do like a big event. I would love to do something like that. Like, but
It's just that informal podcast.
yeah, like that's what I mean. So
Anyone listening, they get comments. Yeah, that's quite
so-
cool. That is quite cool, for sure. All right. Is there anything else that you want to say for this anniversary episode?
Nah, man. Just someone needs to buy. We meant to buy some hats. This is what I mean. Lack of organisation. Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
buy some hats.
So 10
Party
minutes,
hats, bro.
5 minutes before we come on this episode, him was like, "Oh, we should have got some pie hats." Absolute great idea. Why didn't we think about this 2 weeks ago when we could have actually actioned it? So someone
Next year.
Yeah.
Get the party hats. Out.
Christmas, we've said.
Yeah.
So someone send us not send us some money. I'm not begging. Someone just give us an idea for some pie hats. We'll go and buy it our fucking selves because
That's it.
we're independent women out here.
All right. So, I hope you've enjoyed all the episodes this past year, just as much as we have, and we look forward to year 2 with you all. You can find me at Gym with Him, as always, and my co-host is at Jewade Graham Coach, and we'll see you all in the next Coach's Hour. That's a wrap.